Are you thinking about selling your house? Do you have a septic system? If you do, you're gonna have to watch this video until the end. Hello everyone, I'm Jen, your Delaware Realtor. Today's video is all the things you need to know when selling your house with a septic system. If you're new here, I make videos all about buying and selling and trending topics in the real estate market. Consider subscribing to my channel so you never miss a new video. If you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that YouTube shares this with other people. When I first bought my house, before I was a real estate agent, I knew nothing about septic systems. And if I knew then what I know now, boy, would I have done things differently. I grew up in the city where everything was public sewer and public water. I can literally remember the first thing that my dad said to me when we first moved in was, "Don't use 2-ply toilet paper." And I was like, awesome, because I just bought a family size pack of it. Now, obviously this is pre-COVID. This is like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Fast forward to today and many deals with septic systems later, I can honestly say I am a septic system expert. Okay, no, not really an expert, but I do know a lot more now than I did then, and I've learned a ton of important information to pass along to my clients. I do want to mention that my knowledge and advice is based off the rules and regulations of my home state of Delaware. But I do think that my advice is good for anyone with a septic system. Just be sure to check with your local wastewater authorities for any regulations and rules for your particular area. In Delaware, it is required that when you are selling your house with a septic system, you need to have a septic inspection done by a Class H inspector within 36 months of selling your home. You will be given a report/certificate. At the time of inspection is when they will do a pump out. I have many sellers that ask me, should I get my septic system pumped out before we go on the market? And my answer to that is, if you have not had your septic system pumped and inspected within 36 months, it's best to get it inspected because that is when the pump out will be done. The inspection report will determine if each part of the septic system is working properly. In my experience, normally something does come up that isn't working properly, whether it be the baffle or the D-box, and hopefully you do not get a report that says that the whole system needs to be replaced. It's my advice to my clients to get this inspection out of the way before even going on the market. This way, if any repairs need to be made, they can be addressed before being under contract with a buyer. Because when you're under contract with a buyer and then maybe you get that unfortunate report that the whole system needs to be replaced, you're now at a disadvantage point. You've already negotiated a price and that is not reflecting a brand new septic system. The last thing you want as a seller is to put your house on the market and have a particular number in your mind. You get an offer, you negotiate that offer, you go under contract, only to find out that you now have to pay $15,000 plus in a brand new septic system and potentially losing all of your profits to repairs. Now, you could refuse to fix the septic system or not replace it, but you will need to disclose that for the next buyer, and you lose that valuable time on the market. By getting the inspection done before you go on the market, you give yourself leverage because you know the status of your system. And this way that there are no surprises. And in that unfortunate event that you get a report that the whole system needs to be replaced, you now can take that into consideration when pricing your house. One of my first listings did not get a septic inspection before going on the market. We went under contract and then we had the septic inspection done. Now, although it was working properly right then, they could not give it a stamp of passing because it was not draining correctly. And although they said that it could probably go like that for maybe 10, 20 years, or it could break tomorrow, they would not pass it. Now, my seller was willing to get it fixed, but after contacting DENREC, it was found that they did not have a permit on file. There was a fire back in 1992 that was at the permit department, and all of these permits are missing. So because they didn't have the original permit, they were not able to do any work to the existing septic system. It became a nightmare scenario. Not only did we accept an offer that was way under asking price, we now were going to have to fix a septic system with another $15,000. Now, getting a septic system may sound like, oh, easy peasy, just pay for it and that's it. Unfortunately, it is not. So when you have to get a whole new septic system, many parties start to come into play here. So not only do you need a soil specialist, then you need to get DENREC involved. They also need to pull permits. They need to look at the property to make sure what type of septic system, because there are so many different types of septic systems. Now, good for this couple that they actually only needed the gravity fed septic system, which is the cheapest of all of them. But there are like LLP and there's Mound and there's so many other ones. So we're very grateful that it was just the cheaper one, but it could have been a lot worse. So please consider taking my advice and getting a septic inspection done before going on the market, because unfortunately, this seller lost a lot of money. Now, if you do live in Delaware and you need a septic inspection, I do have a local company that I work very closely with. They can get the job done very fast and their prices are super reasonable. So if you have thought about selling your house and you have a septic system, be sure to get a septic inspection done before going on the market. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that YouTube shares this with other people. And do not forget, subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new video. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Hey, are you trying to sell your house? I have a video on how to sell your house fast and for more money, and you can check it out right here. And if you need more tips on how to sell your house, check out this playlist right here. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel.